Right now at noon on this Tuesday afternoon, the latest on the gun violence in Philadelphia as a man was gunned down and leaving the gym in a hurry. We would like to thank my Uncle Matt Petrillo for that update in Port Richmond. It's so shocking and so heartbroken. But in other news here this noon, parts of I-81 in Schuylkill County are still shut down more than 24 hours immediately after a deadly pileup, including some vehicles. This is some new video from this morning of the wreckage being caused by yesterday. 3 people were killed in a fiery crash on the Interstate 81 in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. I ain't never seen snow squalls like this before, folks. I just can't believe this is happening. One of our eyewitnesses explained what happened, and her name is Chantel Thomas. Among others to choose from. I heard one snow squall happen in my neck of the woods, and that happened around 4:15. 24 people were hurt in that chain reaction crash, without any arrests being made by police or anything else. Turning to weather right now, we are done with the snow squalls, but it still feels like winter as people were bundled up in heavy coats, hats, and gloves. You don't want to put them away just yet. Here's meteorologist Larissa Abreu, my sister, to explain in her first check on today's forecast. Larissa.
Moved through here just yesterday. Right now we're off to a quiet start, but as we move the clock forward, here comes all of that snow that we saw yesterday and those bursts of heavy snow that moved in and out of the city, and we were in and out of that throughout a period of the afternoon. And then, well, the winds have not quite died down, but we're not looking at any snow right now. Temperatures, though, very cold. In the middle 30s here in the city, 34 degrees out towards Trenton, mid-30s in Millville, 34 in Wildwood, 32 right now in Allentown, and those winds, while they're not as strong as yesterday, they're still ushering in a few flurries up towards the Poconos. Temperatures there are only in the 20s, so bitterly cold across the region, but nice and blue and clear. It's a beautiful start to the day. Temperatures as we approach the afternoon are really not going to climb too much more. We'll be in the mid-40s here before it is all said and done. But Janelle, with that wind,
It sure is frosty out. All right, Larissa. See you shortly for your 7-day forecast. Thank you for that. The FDA approves a second booster shot for Moderna and Pfizer vaccines for adults over the age of 50. People could get the second shot if they got their first booster at least 4 months ago. New cases of COVID-19, meanwhile, have been creeping back up in recent times. And we have some new information here on this Tuesday about a deadly crash that happened in Brewery Town. A 3-year-old was killed, plus a driver was charged with DUI. That driver is facing some serious charges if he's not careful the next time it happens. This happened on Girard Avenue. It was a Volkswagen car, but the Volkswagen car came down on top of a 27-year-old woman and a 3-year-old. And a $1,000 reward to find a man posing as a SEPTA worker. If you see him, contact SEPTA police. The man's name is Mr. Larry. He was trying to lure a bus operator in Strawberry Mansion last month. To the latest now in the war in Ukraine. As Russia and Ukraine have restarted talks that could lead to some serious deadly fires. Meantime, Russia has announced its forces with drastically reducing attacking the state capital of Ukraine. Deborah Alvarone, my auntie, has the latest on that news story.
In addition to a ceasefire, Ukrainian officials are seeking guarantees for the nation's future. Russia has demanded Ukraine declare its neutrality and have no military affiliation with another country. And Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's open to that. Here at the White House, the Biden administration is watching the talks closely, while President Biden continues to defend his comment, saying Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power.
I want to make it clear, I wasn't then, nor am I now, articulating a policy change. I was expressing moral outrage that I feel I make no apologies for.
On the ground in Ukraine, military officials say they've recaptured 2 towns outside Kyiv. One NATO official estimates between 7 and 15,000 Russian troops have been killed in just over a month. But in a video message, Ukraine's president says it is
Thank you, Aunt Deborah. Now to the latest on President Donald Trump. His phone calls on January 6th, when the insurrection happened in an 8-hour gap in phone records. According to CBS News, Senator Mike Lee and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy explained that Donald Trump should not have said something out his mouth. But however, the records did not turn over in time. Well, the congressional committee started to investigate that assault, whether President Trump used his phones belonging to his aides and whatnot. President Trump made a statement saying, "I have no idea what a burner phone is. To the best of my knowledge, I have never even heard the term before." To the latest now on the New Jersey tax proposal. Families who made less than $250,000 last year will get $500 worth of tax credit. For $250 tax credit, certain individuals will make less than over $100,000 last year. That's quite the spread that is in between those two that I just explained to y'all. With that kind of money, I can buy whatever I want, as long as it's not cheap and it's not expensive. Well, today is National Vietnam Veterans Day, as Eyewitness News is giving a warm welcome to all the seasoned veterans at the Philadelphia Vietnam Memorial, located at the corner of Spruce Street and Columbus Boulevard, in South Philadelphia, that is. Will Smith's Oscar Awards outburst is still shaking up Hollywood today. We'll have the backlash against it, despite the fact that he apologized to Chris Rock. And a rough river rescue. Try saying that 3 times fast. Why it took several rescuers to save a dog in Los Angeles, California. We're coming right back, so stay where you are.